Hi guys, welcome to the Real Chelsea Enthusiasts, a channel where we talk about Chelsea only. Everything we discuss here is Chelsea. Everything we do here is Chelsea, and I'm Radic, Wradique. Well, today we are going to be talking about Panathanaikos versus Chelsea, which ended Panathinaikos 1, Chelsea 4. And one thing I would like us to discuss, which is also the title of this video, is trusting the system. What do I mean by trusting the system? What I mean by trusting the system is actually trusting the Maresca way. Yes, now we don't have a choice. We have Maresca as our coach, and I think he's actually doing well because we can see it in the results. Teams are starting to respect us, unlike last season and last 2 seasons. So, and I'm sure many of Chelsea fans will not want a change of coach right now because we've done a lot of that since the new owners came in and they've not been favorable. The only reason we might want a change of coach is if we are not doing well, or if we are bringing in a world-class coach, maybe Ancelotti level, Pep Guardiola level. But right now, I think Maresca is doing a good job, and we have no choice but to back him up, to support him, and that's why we're talking about trusting the Maresca's way. Anyways, however, before we start this video, if you have not subscribed yet, I think this is the best time for you to subscribe, like this video, and you're helping a brother out anyways. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. My last video did very well to my own standard, but most of the viewers did not subscribe. If 10% of the viewers are subscribed, at least it would have done a lot for a brother. So you're helping a brother out and it doesn't cost you anything. So this is the time for you to subscribe right now. Anyways, getting back into the reason for this video, trusting the Maresca way. It is obvious right now this season that we have 2 teams. We have a team A and we have a team B. Then we have a reserve team. I like to call them the reserve team. Some might say they are the rejects, but to me, I can't call them the rejects because some of those players in the so-called reject team are as good as the team A and team B the players. The only difference is that they don't fit into the style of the manager. So we have a team A and the team B, and we also have the reserve, who we can call on at any time we want to. They are at our beck and call. Now, team A is for the EPL, team B is for the Conference League and maybe other cups. And I think what our a billion plus has done for us is give us this plethora of players that we can put into different buckets. We can actually afford to change the whole squad in our next match, and we have done that twice already in the last match against Gent, and we also did that in this match against Panathanaikos. It has given us that big squad to rotate players whichever way we want, and that is also what European football does to a club. It gives you more games, and which also translates to more game time for your players. So you hardly have players that are not satisfied because they don't have game time. So it is very, very, very good for the club and for the manager to keep the players happy and satisfied. Cole Palmer, for example, Nicholas Jackson, Caicedo, Lavia, many of these players were not in this team. The only players we had in this team that played in the last match against Liverpool were Sanchez, Enzo Fernandez, who came later in the game, and Madueke, and we didn't even get to use any of these players. And that is the beautiful thing about this team. You know, Maresca has structured it in such a way that if you are in team A, you need to be on your toes because you can be toppled easily and replaced by a team B player. And we've seen that on the left hand side. On the left wing, Mudryk started on that left wing as the first choice. Later, it was replaced by Neto. And when Sancho came in, Sancho took over that position. So we've used 3 players in that position. And that is to tell you that no player has a permanent shirt. So I like that because it keeps the competition going. It keeps the competition tough. A team that has this competition will always perform very, very well. We've also seen that in the middle of the park. We've seen Enzo Fernandez benched, for instance, and Lavia came in to play against Liverpool. And that shows you that no shirt is permanent. And that is a good thing about this team right now under Maresca. And another change I believe we might see in the future is Sanchez, because right now I feel Jorgensen can do better than Sanchez. So now let's go into the game proper. The match started the same way most of our matches start, and we are slow starters. We've found that out this season because most of the time we don't get ourselves in the first 10 minutes of the game, and the same thing played out in this match. The first 10 minutes of the game, it was like we were finding our rhythm, and Panathanaikos had the better possession and the better chances to score. They had 2 shots and one of them was on target in the first 10 minutes of the game. But as the game progressed, we got back into the game, we found our rhythm, and we started playing the good football we are known to play. We started with a 3-4-3 possession formation, which was actually surprising because we are used to our 4 at the back. And it worked well because Vega was able to cover up for Cucurella whenever he went forward, and he did a great job there. And after some time, we got our first goal, which was created by Mudryk and was scored by João Felix. I'm going to be talking about these 2 because these 2 were the main players I will pick for this match because they performed excellently well. Mudryk did something that we've always wanted him to do. Mudryk, we know, has been having a difficult time in Chelsea, and because of this, he has tried so hard to prove his worth in the team. The price tag keeps dangling on his head, and I think it has been a problem. So he has been trying too hard. I think that has been the problem. Trying too hard, trying to score goals when he should pass, trying to score goals when he should assist or create a chance. But in this game, he was able to keep his calm and created that goal for João Felix. In normal, Mudryk will want to dribble, push the ball to the right, then find a space to shoot. But then he made the right decision and passed to João Felix, which led to the first goal. And after the first goal, we relaxed and we started committing errors in our short passes. And sometimes we were going long when we were supposed to go short. And it was like we were experimenting and like we didn't know how to play our game anymore. However, the first half ended 1-0, thankfully. But the second half, Maresca tweaked the formation, and surprisingly, we went to a 4-2-2-2 formation, and it actually worked well for us because our attack became sharper and the goals started coming in. And the second goal came in, and it was scored by Mudryk. A nice assist from Pedro. Mudryk eventually got his goal. You see, that is what happens when you create opportunities for your teammates to score, because it gives you the edge over the team, and eventually your turn will come. Then you can score your own goal. He scored the third goal not long after they scored the second goal rather. Not long after, the third goal came in from João Felix, and it was also created by Mudryk. And that is why I think Mudryk is my man of the match, because of the 2 assists and 1 goal, and he was there all through the match. João Felix is my second go-to guy because of the 2 goals, and I feel he assisted the third goal because He was the reason we got a penalty. So, in a nutshell, all the players did well, but I will single some out for recognition. And surely, the first person I'll talk about is Modric. Second is Yao Felix. Third is Cucurella. Cucurella did what Cucurella is always known to do. What we've always known Cucurella to do, he plays like a player on steroids, on coke, on heroin. It's like he's always on substance because you see him everywhere, very energetic. And he was everywhere on the pitch today. I'm sure if we decide to show his heat map, you'll be very, very amazed. So Cucurella did fantastically well. Renato Vega did very well covering for Cucurella in the first half, and also did well in the second half to ensure that we don't concede more. We didn't concede more than the one goal we conceded. Then also I'll say Pedro Neto did very well on the right hand side of the pitch. So those 5 players, I will single them out for recognition, but every player did what they were supposed to do on the field, and we got the result. But one thing I also noticed is after we scored the 4th goal, we did what we are always known to have done this season, and that is concede a goal after scoring goals. I think this is what Maresca needs to address. We need to stop conceding goals. Now we've shown that we are very, very little. We've shown that we can be very ruthless when it comes to attacking and scoring goals. I think we should also be ruthless when it comes to defending. And I think this decision lies with Maresca, and I think the implementation of this action lies on every player on the pitch, not just the defensive unit. We need that character. We need to stop conceding goals. And if we can do this, I believe we can go very, very far. In a nutshell, Team A have been doing well in the Premiership. Team B is doing well in Europe. And I believe if we continue this way, keep Team A on their toes because they know somebody from Team B can take their place, and give Team B the motivation needed because they know that once they perform well, they can be promoted into Team A. This is a very healthy competition that will give us results. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about Maresca's system. And honestly, if you support what I've said about keying into the Maresca system, let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, comment. That is how we communicate. This is a community. We are planning to make it a community. Comment, let us discuss. That is how we can relate with each other as Chelsea fans. Anyways, I'm happy. I'm sure Chelsea fans are also happy. We are looking forward to the weekend match against Tottenham and the next match after that, which is against Tottenham also. And we believe we can get a good result. Thank you very much. Ciao.